Northern Nepal has once again been hit by devastating floods, with Timur and Siabra Besi among the hardest hit areas. Dramatic floodwaters raced through mountain valleys, damaging infrastructure and forcing emergency rescue operations. But what caused this disaster? Was it only heavy rain, or is there a larger story unfolding high in the Himalayas? In this video, we explore how extreme heat, melting glaciers, unstable glacial lakes, and powerful mountain rivers can combine to create some of the most dangerous floods on Earth. What happened in northern Nepal and why did the floods become so destructive? The floods struck mountain communities in northern Nepal after intense water surges moved rapidly through river systems. Rescue teams were deployed as roads, bridges, and buildings were damaged. The steep terrain allowed floodwaters to travel quickly, giving many communities very little time to react. Why are scientists paying close attention to temperatures in the Himalayas? The Himalayan region has been warming faster than many other parts of the world. Higher temperatures at extreme elevations accelerate snow and ice melt, weakening glaciers and increasing the amount of water flowing into mountain lakes and rivers. How can heat high in the mountains contribute to flooding far below? When glaciers melt rapidly, large amounts of water accumulate in natural basins and glacial lakes. These lakes can expand over time and place increasing pressure on the natural barriers that hold them back. If those barriers fail, enormous volumes of water can be released downstream. What are glacial lakes and why are they considered dangerous? Glacial lakes are bodies of water formed by melting glaciers. Many are trapped behind natural dams made of rock, debris, or ice. Unlike engineered dams, these natural structures can become unstable as water levels rise and environmental conditions change. What is a glacial lake outburst flood? A glacial lake outburst flood occurs when a glacial lake suddenly releases a large volume of water after the failure of its natural dam. The resulting flood can travel at tremendous speed and cause severe destruction far from its source. What can trigger a glacial lake to burst? Several factors can trigger a breach, including intense rainfall, rapid snowmelt, landslides, ice avalanches, internal erosion within the dam, or rising water levels that overflow the barrier. Sometimes multiple factors occur at the same time. Why does the flood become more powerful as it moves downhill? As floodwater rushes through steep mountain terrain, it gathers rocks, mud, trees, and debris. This transforms the flow into a dense and highly destructive mixture capable of damaging bridges, roads, and buildings with tremendous force. How does the landscape of the Himalayas amplify flood damage? The Himalayas contain steep slopes, narrow valleys, and deep gorges. These features concentrate water into confined channels, increasing speed and energy. As a result, floods can intensify rapidly and travel long distances. Why are warning times often so short? Because rivers descend rapidly through mountain valleys, flood waves can move downstream within a very short period. Communities located along river corridors may have only minutes to respond once a major surge begins. How do scientists monitor dangerous conditions in remote mountain regions? Scientists use satellites, radar systems, terrain mapping, weather observations, and river monitoring networks. These tools help identify expanding glacial lakes, detect unusual changes, and track floodwaters during emergencies. What role do satellites play during major floods? Modern satellites can monitor water movement, observe glacier changes, and provide information even when clouds cover the region. This allows emergency managers and scientists to track flood development in near real time. Why is glacier retreat becoming a growing concern across the Himalayas? As glaciers shrink, more glacial lakes form and existing lakes often expand. This increases the number of locations where sudden outburst floods could occur, creating new risks for downstream populations. Is this problem limited to Nepal? No. Similar risks exist across the Himalayan region, affecting Nepal, Bhutan, India, Pakistan, and parts of China. Millions of people depend on rivers that originate in these mountains. How is climate change influencing these hazards? Warmer temperatures can accelerate glacier loss, alter snowfall patterns, and contribute to more intense weather events. These changes may increase the likelihood of flooding, landslides, and other mountain hazards in vulnerable regions. What technologies are being developed to improve safety? Researchers are deploying automated sensors, river gauges, satellite monitoring systems, and artificial intelligence tools that can analyze large amounts of environmental data. These systems aim to provide earlier warnings and improve disaster preparedness. Can future disasters be prevented completely? Not entirely. Natural mountain environments will always contain risks. However, better monitoring, stronger infrastructure, improved forecasting, and effective evacuation planning can significantly reduce the loss of life and property. Why is this flood an important warning for the future? The event highlights how rapidly changing conditions in the Himalayas can affect communities far downstream. It demonstrates the need for continued investment in scientific monitoring, climate research, and emergency preparedness throughout the region. Finally, the floods in northern Nepal are a reminder that some of the world's greatest natural hazards begin far above the valleys where people live. From rising temperatures and melting glaciers to unstable mountain lakes and powerful flood surges, many interconnected forces are reshaping the Himalayas. Understanding these processes is essential for protecting communities and improving future resilience. If you found this video informative, please share, like, and subscribe for more educational content about science, nature, and global events.